Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. First of all, I just want to thank everybody that bought me a coffee. Thank you so much for the support. If you also want to support my channel and buy me a coffee, there's a link in the description below. And thank you so much for all your support. So first question from Psycho Mexican Oldies, and he asks, "Hi Mike, I only do 2 muscle ups. When I try to do the third one, I run out of strength. Any advice for endurance in the muscle up?" And from DoCorp, "Hi Mike, how to train to do more muscle ups in a row, max reps in one set, from 3 to 5 to 6 to 8 plus reps per set, thanks." So first of all, we want to get stronger in our explosive pull-ups by doing weighted pull-ups. And you want to work yourself up to around 50% of your body weight. And that will really help your explosive power for the muscle up. So here I'm doing so-called pin pull-ups. It saves your joints in the bottom position a little bit, but you're still getting the gains from the movement. So doing 1 to 5 reps of pin pull-ups for 2 to 3 sets will really help you get that explosive power for the muscle up. So that's the first thing I would recommend, to do more reps. The other thing is to understand the muscle up technique. So there are so many different muscle ups techniques out there. And the way that I teach the muscle up is this. So as you can see here, I'm using muscle up gloves, and that's because I want the hands to rotate as I am throwing the chest over the bar. So I don't want my hands to stick on the bar. You see some people using chalk, and for me, that is not the best way to do muscle ups in my opinion. So I want my hands to be able to rotate around the bar for a smoother muscle up. Otherwise, if your hands are sticking on the bar, if you're using chalk or something like that, when you're transitioning from here to here, you really have to throw your elbows and shoulders over the bar in a more forceful way to be able to get over the bar. And if you want to buy these muscle up gloves that I'm using, I'm also selling them. Link is in the description below. So basically you want to grab the bar shoulder width apart, and you don't have to think about using an overhand grip or anything like that. Just grab the bar, hanging from your fingers in a normal pull-up bar grip kind of way, and use a small swing forward. You don't want to have a swing that is too big or too small, somewhere in between. So something like this. And then you want to pull as you're starting to swing back. So you want to pull in the backswing, so to speak. So as you can see here, I'm pulling with my elbows facing forward. And that is a really important part, because we want to pull around the bar. If you're not pulling with your elbows facing forward, you will very easily get stuck under the bar. So elbows facing forward, and then from here, I'm initiating the straight bar row. So from here, I'm actually just rowing the bar towards the waist. And then from here, just push up into the dip, which is the easy part. But also don't forget to control the descent. So touch the bar on your waist, control the descent, and we want to have more or less the same amount of swing each repetition. And then again, elbows facing forward, pulling as explosively as we can, and then rowing the bar towards us. So that is the technique. And then one of my favorite ways to train the muscle up is in a pyramid way. So it doesn't matter if you're using bands or not. You can start by doing 1 muscle up, and then you can do 2, 3, and then go down again to 1. Or you can also do 1, then 2, and then do the top set of, let's say, 5 muscle ups, and then go down the pyramid again by doing 2 and 1. So you can experiment a little bit with this, but it's a very good way to get the reps in without fatiguing yourself too much. So here's my top set. I think this workout I did 1 muscle up, then 2 muscle ups, and then 5 muscle ups, which I'm doing here for the top set, using the technique that we went through, waiting a little bit in the backswing before pulling up, pulling with elbows facing forward, and then rowing the bar towards me. And also throwing the chest over the bar aggressively. And that's it. Next question. I just want to ask, what is the best way to set up weighted muscle ups using plates? So as you can see here, this is my favorite ways of setting up the plates. So I don't want the plates to be too far down, like, so some people have the weights lower down, almost on your feet, and some people have the weight further up as well. But I like this kind of setup around like knee height. But I would say that the favorite, my favorite way of doing weighted muscle ups is to use ankle weights as I'm doing here. I think it's much, a much smoother way of progressing and training your muscle up, basically, your weighted muscle up. So these weights are from, I don't really remember the company, but yeah, ankle weights are superior in my opinion. Next question. Trained 3 sessions a week with one being lower in intensity. Took a deload week. The first session after the deload gave me major elbow pain. This whole rest and deload and training intensity thing is driving me crazy. I started to feel like a mystery. You'll never really know how or when or why or how long to wait, etc. So the question is kind of like, can you provide a knowledge about the correct training frequency and stuff like that? And the next question is also similar. I do 8 to 10 sets of muscle ups and then adding 3 to 4 sets of weighted pull-ups. Is this kind of pull-up training recommendable in order to achieve my first weighted muscle up? And could I perform this volume training twice a week? Would you do it this way? So basically the way I train is I have my muscle up on Mondays, like my muscle up workouts, my body weight muscle ups. And then on Friday, I do my weighted pull-ups, basically. So I'm just doing pull exercises 2 days per week. One muscle up session and one weighted pull-up session. And for me, this is perfect. If I'm doing more, I don't really recover well and I don't progress well. So this is something that we have to play around with. Like, he mentioned he's doing like 8 to 10 sets or something like that. And if you can recover from that, that is perfect for you. So there's no real answer here. For me, 2 days per week is, optimal. I can't do more than that for, recovery and everything. But if you can do more and you feel that you can recover and you progress, you do that. So this is, you have to do your own research, and try different sets, try different training days and so on. But I would say in general, less is more when it comes to the muscle up. A lot of my clients make the best results with 2 days per week. And, number of reps and sets, I would say in general, like something around like 5 sets each training day would work well. So again, you have to play around with that to see what suits your body and how well you can recover. So I hope that helps. And guys, please ask me any questions you have around the muscle up in the comments below, and I will do my best to answer it in a video just like this. Thank you so much for watching, and I see you in the next one.